Thousands of workers didn't report for duty yesterday after taxi operators blockaded roads in and around Mbombela, demanding that the operating license of the Lowveld bus company Busco be reviewed. The company transports at least 250,000 commuters daily. Bus and taxi operations remain suspended due to a protest by taxi operators. Late yesterday, government taxi operators and Busco met to discuss a way forward. The meeting is expected to continue today. Our reporter Tumelo Machoho is on the story. Let's cross live to him now. Very good morning to you, Tumelo. What's transpired this morning? What's the latest following the protest?
Well, indeed, Desiree, that the government did meet with taxi associations and also with Busco yesterday to discuss a way forward on this matter. They did not come to any agreement yesterday, so that meeting is expected to continue late in the afternoon again today to see where they can reach an agreement on this matter. You remember that taxi associations in the province are demanding, especially here in the Lowveld area, they are demanding that Busco give them some routes and also 30% of their routes, and also they want Busco to operate only between 4 a.m. in the morning until 8 a.m. in the morning, and then again from 4 p.m. in the afternoon until late at night, around 12 o'clock. So they're saying that they want that monopoly, and they also say that they want Busco to also give them 30% of their routes. So this is their bone of contention. That's why they have been protesting. But today we are seeing again both bus commuters and taxi commuters are stranded. They have not been able to go to work. People have not been able to go to school. We've seen some of the schools already this morning. They've already been closed because teachers cannot arrive to work, and also some children also could not arrive to the schools. Also, businesses in the CBD, in the White River area, in Hazelview, in Barberton, and also in Nelspruit, some of them remain shut because people could not report for duty. But let's speak to the people who are affected by this bus and taxi strike. Just talk to me about how you guys are affected by this. I know you were supposed to go to work. You went to work yesterday, but then you didn't even have transport to come back to home. Just talk to me about how you've been affected, and now you're expected to be at work and you're not at work now.
It's affecting us a lot because now we're trying to hike. We know very well that it's risky and we just gambling with our lives, but our bosses needs the stores to be opened. And me and my colleagues, we're busy hiking and trying to get to work. We'll see later on what we're going to come back with. Like we did yesterday, we also hiked to come back home. Yes.
And you're telling me that you were a store manager, and yesterday people didn't even show up to work to the office, and also the store people did not even come to the store because transport. Just talk to me about that. How has it affected the business that you are part of?
The retail business, customers yesterday, remember if there's a strike, people are scared for their lives. So we just opened and there was no one. Only the supermarkets where they're selling groceries and all that, they were the ones operating. But us selling shoes, clothing and all that, there was no business at all. So we were supposed to close because we were not even sure, because the taxis situation were all, routing to the malls, checking if we were open and all that. So we were just forced to close down. Yeah. And
also talk to me about, obviously bosses need money, and obviously are you guys going to get paid because you're not reporting to duty for today, or are you guys going to be given just a normal payment because of the strike?
We have to sacrifice our leave days. If you still have a leave days still open, we have to sacrifice that. So they'll be taking 2 days from our leaves. Yeah. If not, then it's going to be unpaid.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's speak to Welcome also. Welcome, you were supposed to go to work this morning, and also just talk to me about how has this protest affected you as a person that's supposed to go to work. You live here in Kanyamaza and you still have to go to Nelspruit. How has that affected you?
It has affected us very badly. Now, if you take a look, if this thing happens for like a month, what are we going to eat? How are we going to put food on the table? So it's affecting us very bad. Now we have to, as we work at our stores, we work with budgets. So now we're lacking over with budget. We have to close budget. So it's affecting us very bad.
But why are you forcing to go to work today? Or is it because you're not going to get paid at the end of the month? Or do you just forcing to get to work because at the end of the day you still have to go to work because your boss is expecting you to be at work?
Yes, it's to show that we're willing to get to work. We're not just sitting at home, just looking at the strike. So we're forcing ourselves to get to work. Make sure we complete what we have to do. So at the end of the month, we have to get paid. You don't have to get paid for the work that you haven't done. Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Welcome. So, Desiree, these are just some of the people that have been affected by this strike because they have to get to work. Some of these people, they live very far from the CBD, especially Nelspruit. So they have to get public transport or even get like a transport just to get them to go to work. So no public transport is operating today. There are taxis that are driving past, but they are monitoring if people are not being actually being ferried by private transport to get to work. So this is a strike that it's affecting a lot of people. It's affecting the income also, not only of the people that are affected by this, but also the operators themselves, the taxi operators and the bus operators. We know that Busco, it says it makes about 6 million a day on commuters on public transport, but that has been affected since Tuesday, because you remember that since yesterday rather, they've been affected by that, and also the fact that the protest actually kind of started on Monday with like some disruptions in some of the bus depots. So the buses have not been able to get out since then in some of the depots. So the Busco is saying that it's losing about 6 million rand a day, and also they have lost one bus that was gutted yesterday, and also buses that were also stoned also yesterday. So they're saying that they are quantifying that they have so far have lost about between 15 and 20 million rand in this protest since it has started. But roads are not blocked, so people are any vehicles is allowed to move around, but commuters cannot get to work and children cannot go to school.